We are back. We are back in the realm of Baldur's Gate 3. So after a very arduous battle, we have defeated the, Beast Scott, who was one of the 3 goblin leaders we're supposed to kill. And I was thinking to myself, between, this time and last time we played Baldur's Gate 3, I was thinking, I was like, man, it's taken me forever to kill anything. And then I started to look it up a little more and see if it was just me. And I came to discover that I had been missing all these different people that could join our party, which makes a huge difference in regards to us being able to do well in the game. So,
Bloody racket. Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
I kind of backtracking
So much fun
and finding some of the potential people that can join our party. I remember there was the dude I looked up, and I guess there's a dude that helped us out in the beginning of the game with the goblin raid on the gate, and he was just picking butt and taking names. And that guy is at the Emerald Grove camp, so we're gonna try to find him and recruit him. So at least we'll have 3 people in our party. Now, the bear person that we did see at the inside the temple is also someone you can recruit to be part of your party. But it's something that's a little more tricky, because you have to free him first, and there's a lot of goblins. So we're gonna try to
like we're being watched.
find him to have us join the party. Have him join the party, our party, I should say. So, on a little side note, I watched Dungeons and Dragons, the new Dungeons and Dragons movie. And it was really, really good. I thought it was really well made. It's kind of a humorous, fun movie filled with adventure. It's pretty creative. Not a lot of drama, but just kind of an easy movie to watch. That was fun and just really enjoyable. But in the movie, everybody in the movie were like, the barbarian especially was like kicking butt and taking names. And I know this is supposed to be and they referenced a lot of things like the what is it, Icewind Dale and like Neverwinter. They're all like D&D locations and also games that, you know, are in this canon to this game. You know, as far as it existing in the same world. And I was like, man, they're all like killing it. My character sucks. And so they must have been, you know, they did have a few underdog characters, but one of the things that he mentioned that I thought was really neat was the main guy was like, everything I do fails. They're like, well, why do you do it? And it's like, you know, to give up is failure. And it made sense. If you don't try, then you automatically fail. If you try and you fail, then you just try and you fail and you try again. And he was able to actually, you know, he's exaggerating when he said everything he does fails. What he meant was like, everything he does, he did like 100 times, and then it worked. And then he had a skill under his belt. And that's kind of the way the world works. So that kind of paid off yesterday. I thought we were going to give up yesterday, because there just didn't seem like a lot of hope in regards to being able to beat the Goblin Prince. So even at a disadvantage with less people in our party, we were able to do it. Alright, let's see if we can find the one dude. Wherever he may be. Yeah.
What's up for discussion?
William.
Children!
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Aw. This is good advice, child. You do well to listen. Let's use our Dragonboard ability. Heed the man's words, child. His form is highly efficient.
Kind words in unkind times, my friend. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Ah, so he also has a mind player, I'm guessing. Yes, we both carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend.
I like we're just speaking about this freely when...
She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus.
Devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. I like your thinking. Besides, I watched you fight at the gate. I could use an ally like you. Ready when you are.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero.
Ooh, a little tension
Name strangers gave me.
in the party.
My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
I call the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Okay, so this seems like a legit guy. He seems honorable and he wants to fight evil. He's good around kids, so he seems like a good addition to our party. So now it's going to be a little easier, because before I was like, oh my word, we're just dying like crazy. Is this normal? And yeah, we just weren't collecting party members, I guess. Really hard to do it. Hard to be a lone wolf in this game. Which, I mean, kind of makes sense for D&D, because D&D is kind of a... You're in a group and you play D&D and it's kind of a group effort. So you help each other work towards your individual goals. So you might help him with his, killing the Diablos. And we're gonna see if we can find one more party member out here. There was a party member they called Will.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will? When they find out the monster hunter is becoming a
Or
monster?
not Will, Gale.
I've faced countless perils and...
Gale is a wizard.
This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
It's like there's little unrequited attention between Will and Shadowheart. They seem to be testing each other. So like, you can't tell they like each other, but they're being all evasive about it. What is this? We didn't see this before. Let's save.
That room looks unstable somehow.
Yeah, well, we can't hop in it, which is probably good.
Watch the sigil on
well.
the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
It looks slightly dangerous. Let's touch it. Oh, I guess we learned our lesson. Huh.
Aha!
Ah, here he is.
Anyone?
Yeah, we do have some insight that we know this isn't a trick. All right.
That's it! Go on! Keep pulling!
This Gale the Wizard.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a
What was he doing?
pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking.
Why was he in the black hole
You're
for?
Norse Lloyd as well. I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side.
He's got some talent.
How about you? How did you survive the fall?
I took control of the ship, landed it safely. I survived. I'll be mysterious. I survived. That's all that
I
matters.
agree. But I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not?
I guess we can be thankful that the Mind Flayers only inserted us in the ocular region. You heard all these stories about aliens. So,
No use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceremorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
ooh, that you have to be pretty desperate to
You
sun light your eye with a
that
knitting needle.
to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
All right, so we've got. Did he?
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you.
For 3 seconds.
It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but
Awkward.
needs must when the devil drives. I have no choice but to speak.
You like country music?
See, I have
No.
this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
You a werewolf? What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact. Since before we were abducted.
Uh-oh.
It's time.
We gotta
And by that
keep him away from,
it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture.
Shadow has a artifact.
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Then I suggest you look closer. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
I don't know if we should be using our tadpole very much. I am intrigued.
I'm afraid that's not going to work on me. Look, I appreciate your curiosity, but don't pursue this path. Let's agree on actions first and explanations later. Yes? As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
Alright. Yeah, Shadowheart. We cannot let him find out about Shadowheart's artifact. I feel like that's a setup for something that'll be in conflict later. But we really need a party member. He seems like more trouble than he's worth. We'll see how his magical skills are.
That hit the spot. I can
can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages.
He's like
Such is the nature of all monsters.
a werewolf or a vampire or something. We'll play nice.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter.
Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
I obtained it in Waterdeep. Nothing there comes cheap.
Interesting. So we now have a full party, and we should be able to now actually get things done. Like, stuff should be easier. 4 people versus 2.
I'm shooting arrows at his head. Then this other guy twirls his fingers and some light comes out. And the dwarf just stops bleeding. Just stands back up.
I don't know, even with all 4 of us, I don't know if we could take on that fella, but... He's a big dude. But we'll have more of a chance. Now we could get that 5th party member.
At least give me a sword. We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic. Get down there and stop complaining. Ah!
Yeah, it's fun times at the Goblin Camp. Alright. See ya.
A scrying eye. Best not do anything suspicious while it's watching.
What are we waiting for? Spears are sharp. The lads are all riled up and ready.
You have already failed me once. And now you dare to question me?
I didn't mean nothing by it, your ladyship. Honest, I didn't.
Your life, much like your words, is meaningless, whelp.
I figure we might take her on next.
Save the former.
So we're gonna go ahead and save it here. We have some new members to our party, which is really exciting. So hopefully they bring something to the table. And yeah, so thank you very much for choosing to watch my channel. I'm very grateful to see subscriptions have been up. If you like my videos, please don't forget to give them a like and subscribe and recommend them to your friends. Alright, next time I'll see you guys again for another adventure in Baldur's Gate 3.
Our prey is